I lost my top to this pin. All right, Aquarius, this message is for you guys or my Aquarius cross watchers. Freaking sucks. I'll find it. I love this pen. I can't get over this pen. I'm a pen person. I'm a pen girly, okay? I love to write. I've always loved to write, especially like, I mean, you can tell I love to write because I have a callus where my pen sits. I've had it since high school. It just don't go away. I have like a literal writing callus. That is nuts. I mean, it's not as big as it used to be. That's what he said. But it's just, you know, it's there. You can see it. It's kind of ugly, but it gives me character. So anyways, the message that we're going to talk about today, I wrote a whole page for you guys. I did the same thing for Capricorn. Is, well, whoever's going to resonate with this. Again, you can reverse this. This could also be for crosswatcher. You guys know, boy, do you know exactly where you're going. You know where you're going, and you know what you want. You know who you are. You're... Sorry, I'm seeing a desert. Some of you are like, what? I'm seeing a desert. In my mind's eye right now, I'm seeing big animals like gorillas and elephants and zebras. Oh, my ear's ringing. Like safari. I'm seeing animal prints. Anyways, okay. So I'm seeing animals. Maybe you guys know what that means. Why am I seeing that out of nowhere? That's not what I was going to talk about, but okay. Well, maybe that's you, I guess. Like your energy of just like, confident in your own jungle. Like you're confident even with chaos going on, even with trying to survive out here in the world. You know, you're powerful. Oh my god, like I always reference this guy, but he is an Aquarius. We are doing an Aquarius message, and I just freaking, I admire this guy. I really admire him, and I admire him for who he is and what he does. So I'm gonna talk about him again. Mark, whatever, Laida, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Soft White Underbelly. He is the owner and creator of Soft White Underbelly here on YouTube. For those of you who are new to my channel, you should check him out if you don't know who he is. He is an Aquarius, like I said. The guy's got his life together. I mean, he's a free spirit. I believe he's divorced, but he gets along well with his ex. He has, I at least know one daughter, but he's a great dad. He's just strong. He's a very strong character. He knows who he is. He's well-traveled. He's traveled a lot of places. But what he does for a living is he helps people. Okay. This guy has never touched a drug in his life. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do anything. He's like not the person you would see like willingly do the job he does. Because he surrounds himself with people who are homeless mostly, or who are living on Skid Row, or selling their body, or doing drugs, things like that. I mean, but he's made it his personal life mission to help people. Now, sometimes you'll get people like that, and they look for people like that to take advantage of, because they know, what are these people going to do? Who are they going to tell? They have no money to tell anyone. They're not going to believe, you know? Sometimes you'll have people that can be actual, like a danger to society, who abuse their power and their money and their control. But I'm not talking about that here. So let's talk for a minute. We're going to get deep into this message. You have a beautiful message today. So Mark, going back to Mark, yeah, he loves to help people because he sees beyond their addiction. He sees beyond their past. He doesn't shame anyone. He doesn't make anyone, I mean, he gets a little discouraged every now and then because it's just like, oh my God, you know, especially when he's offering them help. And I mean, like real help, like sometimes willing to pay their entire, not only willing to pay, he puts his money where his mouth is. Like, he doesn't say he's going to do it, not do it. He does it. I mean, he will literally pay for their rehab if they'll go get help. Just sum up the whole message, basically, or at least this part. That's what I'm getting here. Someone who doesn't let their environment dictate how they move forward. They may even be someone that you would never expect to, you know, not be involved in something when they're surrounded by it. I mean, that's a strong person. Most people would cave and give in and become an addict themselves or something, right? Or give in to the pressure, or if everyone around them is falling apart, this person will fall apart too. No. Not that this person hasn't had their own individual fall aparts and shit, right? So whoever I'm picking up on here, you're taking on that energy unless it's reversed. That's you. People may even feel at times that you're falling apart, or that you must be crumbling in some way. And I'm not saying you don't have moments. You could have very serious things that happen, especially to people you love and care about. Maybe even to yourself. But for the most part, I mean, you're not, I don't want to say weak. You have a strong mind. And that's an understatement. You have a very strong mind. And for some of you, it's because you have done those things. Now, some of you could be like Mark, where you haven't done any of those things ever, and you just have a heart for people like that. But some of you could have a heart for all people because you've fucking been there. Because you've been there, done that. And I mean, how would it have felt if people didn't believe in you? I mean, you had it, didn't you? But you had some people that believed in you. But what really hit it out of the park, what really got you to where you are now, is that you believed in you. You got out of it. You quit doing the things you were doing. You did it. I have chills. You're amazing. And so some people around you might think, oh, are you okay? And it's like, I'm good. I'm good. I promise you I'm good. Like, I'm good, but thank you though. Thank you. And stay looking out for me, because that means the fucking world to me. Literally, you mean the world to me. And you're going to let the people know it too. The people who took care of you, you're going to take care of those people when you're able to. Vice versa. Trust and believe. You will take care of those people who took care of you. You will pay it forward. Even if right now you're unable to, you will give it back. Now, there's more to the story here, okay? Some of you have a person that doesn't want to, I don't know if let you go is the word. You could have someone who doesn't want to let you go. Like, I don't know who this would be. Someone that I would think maybe possibly you are around, who doesn't want to see you maybe reach a level of success, because then they think, well, what about me? You'll never, you know, or maybe they don't want to actually see you leave, like actually go somewhere. Why? Because it would make them feel as if they're losing some type of control. Okay, I guess let me think of an example. Like, well, I'm gonna use Mark again as an example. Shout out to Mark. Let's say you're Mark, okay, and he's mainly, I think his studio is based in, oh my god, not Slab City. Why am I saying that? Skid Row. Don't hold me on that, but somewhere around there. Oh, I got a cold chill. And let's say he wanted to up and move his business, and he's like, I'm going to get out of Skid Row. I've seen about everything I can see here. It's basically all the same at this point. And I want to get a little different content. I would like to start interviewing different type people. I've seen a lot of the same types, just a lot of drug addicts and a lot of, you know, and while they're all different and they all have different stories, I'm just ready to kind of check. Okay, so let's say he moves his studio and he wants to move to a whole different, well, I said country or state. Well, the people around him may really not want him to go, but it's not necessarily because they care about his success. They don't want him to go because they're benefiting in some way from it. Could be the people he's giving money to do the interviews. See what I mean? So someone may not want to let you go. Let's say you fall in love with somebody who's like in another place and you're considering moving there to be with them, or at least be closer to them in case the two of you ever become an item, you know. Something like that. And someone doesn't want to see you go because it would cut off their bread and butter, or it would cut off their help or something. I don't know. Maybe you are always available or something like that. Maybe someone doesn't want to see you get into a relationship because then it would mean that they wouldn't have all your attention or your money or your help or your, you know what I mean? Maybe it's, well, you get it. You know where I'm going with that. That's what I get. If let's say you're in a relationship, some of you, if you are in a relationship, it's possible. I don't feel this strongly, but I guess for a few of you, it could be the case where possibly you have a partner whom they are a little too controlling for your liking. You are a free spirit, And while, yeah, people say you're a fixed sign, I mean, I probably inwardly get a lot of hate for this. I mean, no one's ever said anything, but I can just imagine people go against me for this. But I don't understand fixed. What does that mean? Nothing on this planet is fixed. And all the signs that are labeled as fixed signs, which is you, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, you guys are actually very free spirits in your own ways. Just because you're fixed doesn't mean you want to be controlled. You know what I mean? You don't want to be controlled. So if you're in a relationship, by the way, my chair is squeaky. You're going to hear it squeak. It's not me passing gas, I promise. You'll know, I'll tell you. But anyways, that was random. What was I saying? Shit. Oh, they may not like that, like, I don't know, you don't stay home as much as they'd like you to, or you don't answer the phone as much as they'd like you to, or you want to hang out with the guys a little more, or, I don't know, you want to go walking without them. Like, yeah, I like my alone time. I like my alone time. Yes, you know. Some of you may even come across someone here in the near future, but it's not new. It's, well, it will be new. I am stuttering today. It will be new because you haven't been with this person, but you're going to come across them in some way. You're going to cross paths, whether it's online. Oh, my tummy's growling. Boy, there's just so much going on. Maybe I'll go to dinner. Maybe I'll go to dinner, or I'll talk about food or something. I don't know. There's a connection to food here. And you guys kind of hit it off or something. I don't know. I feel like this, like I'm getting a little shy here. It's like this lingering energy of maybe even like a secret interest, someone who's secretly interested in you, vice versa, or both of you. Like, let's say somebody's walking their dog or something, or, you know, perusing the neighborhood. Look at me. Just perusing the area, just kind of walking. Hey, what's up? What's up over there? Hey, how are you? Or, you know, just like, look at the sun, look at the clouds, look at that tree, look at that tree. Oh, a rock, you know. But really, it's like, oh, that girl or that guy, you know, and then you look at each other, you know, like somebody passes the house several times just so the two of you can, like, or just so they can see you, and they're like wondering, and you're wondering, and they're wondering, or at least somebody's wondering here. It's almost like an indirect flirtation. Like, there's something definitely here about that, but I feel like that might need to be a whole different message, because, you know, I do get that here. Okay, it's like some little flirty, or some, like, a potential love surrounding you, maybe even surrounding your area, unless, which of course, you travel a lot, and it could be somewhere that you go. But going back to the ones who don't want to let you go, boy, do they not, you know? They don't. They really don't. You could even have somebody trying to, in a way, like, prohibit you from moving forward in some way, which I've already talked about that enough with several signs. I'm nauseous over it at this point. Really, it's draining, so I don't really want to get into that. There's no point. You can watch all the other messages. There's so many people coming through like that for individuals that are just really hitting it off right now in their life, and really just coming out of a funk and like, nah, I can do this. Now, even using like the negative energy to grow from, you know, it takes a strong mind to do that, but like almost using things like rumors and gossip and conniving energies to like boost them. It's like, all right, fine, make me more famous, make me more popular. That's fine. That's the way I'm going to choose to look at it, because it's helping me, you know, whatever. But I watch those messages. If that's your case, that could, you know, it's going to help you in some way, you know. So, but aside from that, that's what I'm getting in this message. Like, it's really beautiful energy. You're free, obviously a free spirit, and just because you are in maybe around a certain environment or a certain person or people doesn't mean you're going to be like that. You're much stronger than that, or doesn't mean that you'll go back to being like that. And also, boy, my cats are really getting into it in there. They're not fighting, they're just chasing each other. Or, boy, can I not think? What was I gonna say? That was distracting. It's fine. They can't help it. So, oh, or just because people want bad things to happen to you, like literally, you maybe even mess with energies to make bad things happen to you. It's like, doesn't mean it's going to work. It doesn't mean it's going to work. Doesn't mean it's going to affect you. You may even choose to see it in a positive light. Like, I hope they do. Please do. Please hate me. Please. Now you're onto something. Now you're onto something. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.